Oppo has just launched its latest foldable phone, the Find N5, and it's making waves for being the thinnest foldable in the world. At just 4.2 millimeters when unfolded, it's only slightly thicker than a USB-C port. But the real question is, does this ultra-slim design come with compromises? Or is Oppo about to redefine the foldable market? Let's get one thing straight. The Find N5 is an engineering marvel. It packs a Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, 16GB RAM, half a terabyte of storage, and an impressive 5,600 mAh battery. Put it into perspective, the iPhone 16 Pro Max weighs about the same but doesn't fold in half. This phone is so thin and light that it genuinely feels like a regular phone when closed. Something early foldables completely failed at. Opening it up reveals an 8.1-inch 120Hz LTPO display with a 412 ppi resolution, making it one of the best-looking foldable screens ever. The bezels are thin, the crease is subtle, and it even manages to be brighter than an iPad mini. That's right, the screen real estate is actually larger than an iPad mini. The only issue? It's still a square. While that maximizes multitasking, it's not the most efficient for media consumption. Watching a YouTube video, for instance, still results in black bars that make the iPad mini a better experience. Where Oppo has truly outdone itself is in the build quality. It features a titanium hinge, a ceramic-infused front display for added durability, and an IPX9 rating for water resistance, meaning it can handle high-pressure jets of water. However, there's no dust-resistant certification, which is concerning for a foldable device. Speaking of durability, Samsung's foldables have long been criticized for their deep creases. Oppo claims the Find N5's crease is 50% shallower than its predecessor, and it shows. Side by side with the Galaxy Z Fold 6, the difference is striking. But thinner and lighter doesn't always mean better. Let's talk performance. Despite the Find N5 using the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite, Oppo made a curious decision to disable one of the CPU cores to balance power efficiency and thermals. In stress tests, it still outperforms Samsung's Z Fold 6 by nearly 50% after prolonged use. And with its silicon carbide battery, it lasts significantly longer than Samsung's offering, charges faster, 80 mAh wired, 50 mAh wireless, and stays cooler under load. That's a massive win for Oppo. Multitasking on the Find N5 is fluid and well executed. You can run 3 apps simultaneously, drag and drop files easily, and use Oppo's O Connect to integrate with laptops, though it still lags behind Apple's ecosystem. The software is polished, but does come with some bloat, including Oppo's App Market and recommended apps, which sometimes fail to load properly. Cameras are where the Find N5 faces its biggest trade-offs. The 50MP main sensor is solid, delivering crisp, contrast-heavy shots, but the 8MP ultra-wide is underwhelming. Zoom, on the other hand, is fantastic, with a 50MP telephoto sensor offering 3x optical and 6 lossless zoom. Oppo also cleverly repurposed the telephoto lens for macro photography, reducing distortion and improving clarity. However, Samsung still holds the crown for portrait photography and color accuracy.
So, what's the catch? Well, the Find N5 isn't launching in the US or Europe. Despite early indications of a global launch, Oppo recently announced that the phone will only be available in China, Singapore, and a few select regions in Asia. That's a massive disappointment for potential buyers, especially considering the OnePlus Open 2 has been canceled, leaving a gap in the market. Overall, the Oppo Find N5 is the most refined foldable phone yet. It's incredibly thin, light, and powerful, with a stunning display, impressive battery life, and excellent durability. However, its limited availability, weaker ultra-wide camera, and lack of dust resistance keep it from being the ultimate foldable. If you can get your hands on one, it's undoubtedly one of the best foldables out there. If not, well, Samsung, Honor, and Vivo will be more than happy to fill that void. What do you think? Are foldables finally reaching their peak, or do they still have a long way to go?